Chromosome theory of inheritance. During 1860s, Charles Darwin and Menthel proposed theories about possible systems of heredity. Decades later, Fleming discovered chromosomes and described the mitosis behavior, identifying the mechanism for transmitting traits. Years later, with experiments that Sutton and Boveri did to different organisms, they make a significant discovery involving the connections between chromosomes and heredity, which also strengthens the statement that chromosomes and genes do affect inheritance of organisms.
Dad, who is that Sutton and Boveri that TV just mentioned?
Sutton and Boveri are two Greek scientists who established the Sutton-Boveri chromosome theory. Without their hypothesis to strengthen Menthel's statements and experiments, no one would have understood how people have different eye color, skin color, height difference, and other unique features. Sutton was a student of zoology in Columbia University. During the start of 1900s, chromosome and heredity was hot. Therefore, Sutton followed the trend and worked on chromosomes and heredity. Sutton did observations using grasshopper cells. He discovered that every chromosome is different, giving every organism different physical features. His paper in 1903 drew connections with Menthel's laws. And on the other hand, Boveri studied anatomy and biology in University of Munich. He also joined zoology after his doctorate. The years 1880 to 1890 were Boveri's golden era. Boveri studied and experimented maturations of egg cells with horse nematode. He also studied the development of sea urchin eggs. Boveri was one of the first scientists to do experiments in the field of cytology, which is the study of cells. He found out that when eggs mature to the point, chromosome numbers are reduced in half, also known as meiosis. After Sutton and Boveri each carried out experiments and studies, their work was combined to create the Sutton-Boveri chromosome theory. It is a fundamental, unifying theory of genetics which identifies chromosomes as a genetic material carrier.
Do you know, other than Sutton and Boveri, there are also other scientists that study about chromosomes too. Jenny Graves was from Adelaide. She has been interested in genetic diversities, so she studied molecular biology during university. Professor Graves spent half her life on studying genetic structures from earliest animals. Later, she dedicated her studies on evolutionary history of X and Y chromosomes. Many of her works since then has been dedicated to explain how genes have evolved and the complex pathway of gene activation.
That's all. Off to bed.
Good night, Dad.